In this video, I'm going to share with you some of my experiences from dealing with criticism and judgment from grandparents as well as other people. I'm often asked from the mothers I work with how I deal or how I've dealt with parenting when I felt criticised, or if I am being criticised or somebody doesn't actually agree with my way of parenting. And I've decided I'm going to do a series of videos on Facebook answering my most commonly asked questions to make your life easier if I can. My name's Jodie Stacey and I'm from A Mother's Way, and that's amothersway.co.uk, and I help transform mothers' lives to a place of real deep trust in themselves as mothers so they can really speak their truth, follow their way, so they just have this complete inner confidence about the way of parenting, which makes life a whole lot easier. And I'm going to share with you a little snippets of my life since I was pregnant, really, with my first child, Ilana, who's now 11. And I suppose it was all very new to me. The deep importance of how I wanted things to be, and how I felt so strongly about the way I knew how I wanted to parent. And I felt so confident with that. And there were these times when I would be with grandparents or other family members or even friends or outside people. And I think early on in my mothering journey, it was worse, where people would feel they could impart their knowledge on me, which I'd obviously be interested in, but when it clashes or clashed with my way, and I would feel the other person was really biased and very attached to me parenting a certain way, I would find that really, really difficult. I would even find myself parenting slightly differently than I wanted to. For example, when my daughter, this sticks clearly in my mind, when my daughter was about 2 or just under, and she was having a complete meltdown, even though I had mastered how to deal with her and my gentle way of parenting and going with her needs, if I remember having somebody around who I just felt totally disagreed with my way, and I adapted my way of mothering to suit the other person, and which basically ended up with my daughter ending up in even far deeper tantrum, and which took a lot longer to help her get out of it. And then it left me feeling so regretful for not following my way, and so annoyed at myself for not honouring my desires, basically. And this would affect me for some time, because I'd be really annoyed at myself, because I really felt that I knew the way. And as a mother, I did know the way. And it's okay, even if we make mistakes and we then realise from doing the way we feel is right, perhaps could have been tweaked, or we want to do it differently. That's okay. We need to learn from our own experience and trying it our way. And what I'm trying to say is that it is really important to stay strong to your style and what it is you want to do. This could be in the way of maybe sleeping with your child. It could go way back into the pregnancy or before. It could be that you want to have a home birth, or you choose to have your baby in hospital, and perhaps the grandparents or someone else around you is disagreeing. It could even be your partner, and that's a little bit more complicated, obviously. But if you've got this strong desire, say as an example, to sleep with your baby, then go for that. Go for that. Go for what it is you want, because nobody else knows how it will be for you. And especially with grandparents, they've had their turn. They've had their time as being parents, and they raised you, or your partner. So, you can even explain that to them, that now it's your time. Now it's your time to do things your way. And we need to remember also our children have chosen us. They've chosen us. They're part of our journey. We're part of their journey. And it's our symbiotic relationship that helps them grow. And it's unique to us. No one else knows what is right for us and our children. And if we haven't walked in someone else's shoes, we can't really comment. It's nice to impart our wisdom, and it's nice for our grandparents and other people to impart their wisdom. And then it's up to us whether or not we follow it. And I really invite you to, next time you're feeling pressured to change your way of parenting because you're feeling really pressured by somebody around you, or you're feeling really criticized or judged, just really take a moment, even take a few deep breaths before you respond, or before you start to change your way, or just even as a first little step, even if you still want to adapt your way of parenting to suit the other person because that's what feels comfortable for you. Just acknowledge to yourself that you notice when you're starting to change your way of parenting to suit somebody else. That's probably just a very first step. And it's from noticing it that we can make big changes. And what I have experienced is that now I have another child of 2.5. Things have become a lot easier. All those people that used to comment on my parenting in the beginning, they have just stopped doing that now. It's just not the same this time round. And in fact, even as time goes on in with the first child, for me, the more confident I became, people begin to keep their opinions to themselves, because they realise if you're very strong in your way and very confident, and they can see that you know what you're doing, and even if you don't, you have a certain confidence about you and it's obvious to them, they tend to leave you alone, and it does ease off. I can really assure you of that. But the trick is to feel confident in yourself. So, and that comes with practice, and that comes with having a deeper connection with ourselves and really listening to our deep desires. So when we listen to our desires and we acknowledge them, and when we can feel that we can speak these without feeling that we may sound crazy or stupid or disapproved, when we're not concerned what other people think, then we can share our point of view and share our ideas without the fear of what people think of us. And then we can mother confidently. And that is where I want to leave you today, just to invite you to really notice when you're changing something that is going against the way you really want to do it. And perhaps if you need to, just take a few deep breaths in those moments where you're feeling quite stressed or feeling pressured by somebody else. And you could even practice, if it feels good for you or okay for you and safe, sharing your truth, sharing how it is that you actually do want to mother and what's important for you. And you can come from a place of explaining even how you feel when the other person speaks to you in that way, or it might be criticizing you or telling you should be doing something differently. Or perhaps you could practice just expressing that you would really like to do it the way you're doing it and that feels right for you. Anyway, if this is something you want help with, you can always send me a private message and I'm happy to talk you through anything. And you can even comment below and ask me any questions. And also in the link below, I'll share with you a 30-day process that I'm taking mothers, new mothers, pregnant women, experienced mothers through, where I'll help you to unveil your deep natural instincts, and I'll help you to really gain confidence in yourself, and so you can share your truth and you can inspire other mothers to mother the way they want to. So if you're interested, take a look at the link below, and as I say, send me a message if you want to, comment below if there's anything you want to say, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.